Welcome to another edition of Real Estate Insight with Charles Sampson from Charter One Real Estate. We are at the Sapelo, Kiowa, and Amelia buildings for a very exciting project that we're going to talk about today. You can see that the buildings are still in existence here. The demo hasn't taken place. Tell us about what's going on.
Well, first, welcome to Insight.
Thank you.
We look forward to having a lot of series with you and having a lot of fun.
I'm so glad to be here.
This location, Carrie, I've lived here since 1972, and I was a Sea Pines employee back then, and Sea Pines back then had almost 2,500 employees.
Wow.
In fact, one year, Charles Fraser hired more MBAs out of Harvard than any other company in the country.
Wow.
And they were all housed in these three buildings, plus the buildings across the way. Charles Fraser's office was where Riley's restaurant is now, and he had a library there. So these buildings go back to the early 70s.
A lot of changes.
A lot of changes, but with a lot of other things our Insight programs have done, Hilton Head is being reborn. And this site's going to be the site of the University of South Carolina, Beaufort, and with their hospitality management. And what a great thing for that. Look at all the restaurants, the hotels here. To have the students here on the island and be able to learn and
apply.
And a better educated, a more knowledgeable hospitality person is going to create a better experience for you and I.
Absolutely.
And the guests that come.
I mean, it's really a match made in heaven.
It is. And anytime that you've got a university in a community, it keeps the community vibrant. And so this is going to be great. The financing of this is pretty interesting. It's between a $25 and $30 million project. And if I'm right, I think 47% is by Beaufort County, County Council. 20% or something is the Beaufort County School District. 18%, I think, is the town of Hilton Head. 10% is USCB, but then they've got to maintain it once it's built. And 2% is the Public Service District. So it's a combination of a lot of people.
It takes a village.
It takes a village to run it. But the other thing, in addition to the school, will be the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute. And so in real estate, if I can show somebody who wants to move here that they can come take classes in all kinds of different things, it's just going to make it another advantage that we'll have here on Hilton Head that some other community won't have, and somebody may want to come live here and enjoy it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's a great thing. I mean, the USCB's been part of Hilton Head since 1986.
They're exploding.
Well, they are. In 2004, when they moved out to the other side of Sun City, you know, we kind of lost it a little bit, but now for them to come back, it'll be great.
They just unveiled their mascot. They have more four-year programs, and the program that's going to be here is primarily juniors and seniors.
It is juniors and seniors. And thank heavens it's not Clemson. Even though they had a great football team this year, we appreciate that for the state, but whatever. But I guess maybe we ought to talk a little bit about real estate, since that's what we are. 2015, great year. It was a better year. It was the best year since 2005, which was the top of our market.
Wow.
There were, if you take just on the island homes and Moss Creek, there were 925 sold. Last year in 2014, there were 880.
Wow.
So that's a pretty good increase. Now the average price only changed by about $500, from $616,000 and some change to $617,000.
What does that mean exactly?
It means people are buying value. They're wanting to come. We still haven't gotten up into the ocean front and that kind of stuff. It's more the communities. One of the communities that went up in sales was Port Royal. So Port Royal, Hilton Head Plantation, Palmetto Hall, Indigo Run, and then Sea Pines and the other communities are doing it. So it's good. MLS-wide, we did go up also, and the figures are on the board. For the MLS-wide, we went up about 19% in number of sales from 14, and that's pending. In closed sales, about 15%. Average price went up 2.5%. For buyers and sellers, for sellers, you know, come to the market now because inventory's down. We're only about 6 months. And so bring your house on the market now. For buyers, and sellers, actually the next 90 days is usually when before the end of Heritage is usually our best market. For buyers, I think when we're taping this, now you've got a coat on, but it is 55 to 60 degrees here today. But I think in DC and Baltimore and those places, they're getting 2 feet of snow. So come be a buyer now before all those people escape that snow and come down and buy in a few weeks.
Absolutely.
So, you know.
And there's always so much going on. It's wonderful to be here with you today. Make sure you check back with us with Real Estate Insight and Charles Sampson. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Good to be here with you.
All righty.